This tutorial is for first grade, Module 2, Lesson 3. In this lesson, we're going to look at combinations that make 10 to help us solve these word problems. The first problem says Maria has 9 snowballs and Tony has 6. How many snowballs do they have in all? So you can see by our picture that we have 9 snowballs for Maria and 6 for Tony. What I want to do is make a 10, and that will help me solve this problem. Looking at Maria's picture, I know if I take one snowball from Tony's group and add it to her group, then that would be 10. So I'm going to show that as a group. I'm going to combine one snowball from Tony's pile with the 9 snowballs in Maria's pile. That gives me 10. That means I'm combining the 10 that I got when I made that group to the 5 snowballs that are left over in Tony's group. 10 and 5 together make 15. That means if we go back to our original problem, 9 plus 6, 9 and 6 would also make 15 because we're talking about the same amount of snowballs. This group of 10 and 5 is the same thing as 9 plus 6. And that means that Maria and Tony have 15 snowballs in all. The next problem says Bob has 9 games and Jenny has 4. How many games do they have altogether? I'll show Bob's 9 games in the top 10 frame. So I'm going to fill in the 10 frame with 9 discs, and each one represents one of Bob's games. In the bottom frame, I'll show the 4 that Jenny has. So these are Bob's and these are Jenny's. Now, again, we want to make a 10 to help us figure out how many games they have all together. That means I'm going to take one of Jenny's discs and move it up to the frame showing Bob's discs. That gives me a total of 10. So now I'm going to add the 10 that filled up the frame with the 3 discs that are left in Jenny's frame. 10 plus 3 equals 13. That means if we go back to our original problem, 9 plus 4 also equals 13. And the 10 frames are showing us that 10 plus 3 will give us the same answer as 9 plus 4. We just moved those discs around to fill up the 10 frame. And that means Bob and Jenny have 13 games altogether. The next question says there are 3 chairs on the left side of the classroom and 9 on the right side. How many chairs are in the classroom? So we'll start by showing the 3 chairs that are on the left side of the classroom, and then the 9 that are on the right side of the classroom. So here's my 9 and here's my 3. So I want to make a 10. I want to fill up one of my 10 frames. It'll be fastest if I fill up my bottom 10 frame, since I already have 9 discs in it. So I'm going to take one of those discs from the top 10 frame and put it in the bottom 10 frame. That gives me my 10 discs. So now I'm going to add those 10 discs to the 2 discs that were left over. 10 plus 2 is 12. That means if we go back to our original problem where we had 9 chairs on the right side and 3 chairs on the left side, 9 plus 3 also equals 12. We just moved one disc down to the bottom frame to give us our 10, and we used the 2 left over to give us our total of 12 chairs. And we have one more question. This one says, there are 7 children sitting on the rug and 9 children standing. How many children are there in all? So we'll start by showing the 7 children that are on the rug. That will be our top frame. Then we'll show the 9 children who are standing. And again, the goal is to fill up one of the 10 frames, make a 10. So again, I need one more disc in my bottom frame to make that 10. So I'm going to take one of the discs from the top frame and move it down to the bottom frame. That gives me my 10 in my bottom frame and 6 discs now in the top frame. 10 plus 6 is 16. So if we go back to our original problem, I'm adding the 9 children who are standing to the 7 children who are sitting. 9 plus 7 is 16. We just took one disc from the top frame where the sitting children were and moved it to the bottom frame. And that shows in all there are 16 children.